Welcome to this class. In the last class about determinants, we have discussed the definition as well as the properties of determinants and how to evaluate a determinant. You might have done some problems, that is exercise 4.1, some problems already we have discussed. Now in this class, we are going to do the problems from exercise 4.2 using all these properties. I told you all these properties are very important. And using this property, how can we evaluate a determinant? And it is not so easy. We will go through some examples and I will explain thoroughly what it is. Now let us see. The first question, evaluate using properties of determinants without expanding. Right. So we will go to the first question. It is delta is equal to determinant A, B, C, X, Y, Z, column wise I am telling. A plus X, B plus Y, C plus Z. I told you first how to approach a problem we have to see. What we have to prove? Without expanding, only using property, we have to prove this is equal to 0. So, you just observe the problem and you can correlate with some properties. So, whether any of such a property will help you for telling directly this determined value is 0. You see first what I am going to do. Now, whenever I ask you some question, you can pause the video, right? Then you think about that, you find out your own answer. Definitely you will get the answer. Then when I explain, you can start my video once again so that you can verify your answer. If the answer is right, okay, well and good, you can proceed, and if it is wrong, you can see where it has gone wrong. Okay. Now here, you might have got already the answer, I am sure. Here, third column is expressed as sum of two elements. So, according to one property, if any row or column is expressed as the sum of two elements, two or more elements, then the determinant can be expressed as sum of two or more determinants. So here very clearly, third column is expressed as the sum of two elements, A plus X, B plus Y, C plus Z. So we are going to split it as A, B, C will be along with the one determinant delta 1 and X, Y, Z will be along with another determinant. Right? That means delta 1 plus this is equal to delta 1 plus delta 2. And what is delta 1? It will be A, B, C and X, Y, Z, no change. First and second column, no change. Third column, in delta 1 we will write A, B, C, and in second delta 2, first delta 1, A, B, C, X, Y, Z and A, B, C. Then delta 2 will be A, B, C, X, Y, Z, X, Y, Z. Right. So clearly two determinants are the sum of two determinants. And one more thing I want to tell you, it need not be A, B, C in the first one and X, Y, Z in the second one. You can take A in the first one, next case Y in the first one. It is not necessary. Here it is written in the order. If you apply some property, it will be useful or it should be useful. So, to get easily the value as 0, we have to apply. So, here this A, B, C, X, Y, Z will help you. Now, see the first one. Here, C1 identical with C3. If any two rows or columns are identical, the value of the determinant is 0. In delta 2, what happens? C2 is identical with C3. So that once again value becomes 0. So 0 plus 0. So the final answer it is 0. Now let us move to the second question. It is delta is equal to. Once again I am telling you can do this. Just observe the problem. Be friendly with the problem. If you have that familiarity or if you feel yes this I know, if you can identify this one, just by observing the problem you can say what can be done. Here also one without expanding you have to show the value is equal to 0. Now you see we are going to take it as suppose I change C1 changes to C1 plus C2 plus C3. What we are going to get? A minus B plus B minus C plus C minus A. A minus B plus B minus C plus C minus A. That will be 0. B minus C plus C minus A plus A minus B 0. C minus A plus A minus B plus B minus C 0. That means C1 changes to C1 plus C2 plus C3. Total C1 becomes 0. Then the value is 0. Not necessary that C1 alone changes because here what happens you see, if you do some changes for R1 or R2 or R3 or C2 or C3, the same operation. C3 changes to C1 plus C2 plus C3 or R2 changes to R1 plus R2 plus R3, then also definitely that particular row will be 0 or that particular column will be 0. So that one column or a row equal to 0, the value of the determinant is 0. Let us see that here the same operation is used. R1 changes to R1 plus R2 plus R3, C1 changes to delta is equal to 0. Now let us go to the next example. Delta is equal to, now it's an interesting one with the numbers you see. You might have got already the answer, I am sure. If you did not get, you pause it and see how it will be. Now I will explain, now you can check your answer. Here you observe, suppose second column is multiplied with 9. What will make it? 9 into 7, 63, 9 into 8, 72, 9 into 9, 81. Then this 81 and 5 connection is there, 86. So 9 into 9 plus 5 is 9 into 8, 72 plus 3 is 75. 9 into 7, 62 plus 2 is 63 plus 2 is 65. So if you do the operation, C2 changes to C1 changes to C1 plus 9 C2 minus C3, you will be getting C1 as 0. 0, 0, 0, right? Or you can do that operation, you see. It is C1 changes to C1 plus 9C2 minus C3. What will happen? First column C1 will be 0, 0, 0. So that delta is equal to 0. I told you some other way how it will be done. It is again C1 only changes. C1 changes to C1 plus 9C2. What will happen? With this operation, C1 becomes 65, 75, 86, which is identical with the C3. So, in the second case, we will say C1 identical with the C3, so value is 0. First case, C1 becomes 0, so delta is equal to 0. Now, let us go to question number 4. You see that delta is equal to determinant, one expansion it is given. We have to prove that is equal to 0. Once you observe closely, you only will get the answer. It is not so difficult one. But if you are very friendly with the problem, then it is easy. Otherwise, remembering the steps, it is not easy. R1 changes. You can do as you like. Now, one method I am telling, when I observe, I felt, if I add those two, I will be getting a same element as AB plus BC plus AC. So, AB plus 3 times it will be. And that AB plus AC plus BC, if you take outside, the second column become 1, 1, 1. Already first column is C1 is 1, 1, 1. So that C1 identical with C2. So the determined value is 0. So we concentrate how to approach a problem only I am telling you, instead of that giving importance to the final answer. How to approach a problem. Just observe BC, AB, AC, it is the just add it. Okay. So that taking that AB plus BC plus AC outside, C1 identical with the C2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So the determined value is 0. Now let us see the next one, which is delta is equal to determinant 1 omega omega square 1 omega square 1 omega. Now see, what is this omega? For this problem, we should recall some previous thing, what we learned in the lower classes. Okay. Now here 1 omega square are the 3 cube roots of unity. Omega is one of the cube root of unity other than 1. Okay. So omega is one of the cube root of unity other than 1, and you recall it, minus 1 by 2 plus I root 3 by 2. Then omega square will be minus 1 by 2 minus I root 3 by 2. If omega is minus 1 by 2 minus I root 3 by 2, then omega square is minus 1 by 2 plus I root 3 by 2, right? And omega cube will be this 1. So these three are the cube root of unity. Now we know this minus 1 by 2 plus I root 3 by 2 plus minus 1 by 2 minus I root 3 by 2 plus 1, that is clearly 0. 1 plus negative 1 is equal to 0. So sum of the 3 cube root of unity is equal to 0. Once with this knowledge, if you approach, what you can do? C1 changes to C1 plus C2 plus C3, or R1 changes to R1 plus R2 plus R3. you will be getting R1, 1 plus omega square, 1 plus omega square, 1 plus omega square, which is already 0. So the determinant value is 0. So without expanding, using the property, we have done it. I told you, need not be R1 changes, C1 changes and all. It can be R2 changes or R3 changes, C2 changes, C3 changes, same effect. Okay? Because it is symmetry is there. Whether you change R1 or R2 or C1, C2, whatever it is, same operation I told you, plus all the three together you have to add. So that it will be 0. Now see, sixth one. Delta is equal to determinant A, B, C, A plus 2S, B plus 2A, C plus 2S, X, Y, Z. Now once again you observe, can you connect with, if you add C1 changes to C1 plus C2 plus C3, then or on C2 changes to C2 minus C3 and all, you just observe it. Got the answer now? Okay. How it will be? You see A there, in the second also A is there. Then 2x is there, 2x is there. So if you split the second row, you can write it as sum of two determinants, which is delta 1 plus delta 2. In delta 1 and delta 2, first row and last row will be the same. Second row, in the first one there will be one element, and in the second row the other element will be there. Here, of course, first element A, B, C only will be taken in the delta 1 and 2x, 2y, 2z will be taken in delta 2. So we are going to split the determinant, that is delta 1 plus delta 2. You tell me what is delta 1? Delta 1 is determinant A, B, C, X, Y, Z. And what is delta 2? A, B, C, 2x, 2y, 2z, X, Y, Z. Now what is in delta 1? In delta 1, first row identical with the second row. R1 identical with R2, so it is 0. In delta 2, what are identical you see? Second row identical with the third row. So once again R2 identical with the R3. The determinant value is 0. 2 is taken outside, common factor is taken outside. Otherwise also if any one of the row is a scalar multiple of the other, then also determinant value is 0 only. Right? So this way delta 1 plus delta 2, once again 0 plus 2 into 0, which is equal to 0. Now let us go to the next one. It is delta is equal to long determinant, it is given, you see, A plus B, A plus B plus C and all. Many ways you can think. You think your own way. One method I will tell you. Okay, just I will suggest you one method. I concentrate upon this. How to make this 2a to 0. How to make 3a 0. My concentration is only this. Anyway, if I add all these things, you try, different numbers will come. 10a plus z is 16 plus 3, 19. It will be 4a plus 3, 7a plus 2a, 9a. So, best one I do many ways you can do. I am telling. I am trying to make this one to 0 and this one to 0. To make this 0, what you have to do? What operation it is needed? You see, R2 changes to R2 minus 2R1. Right? That is R2 changes to R2 minus 2R1 and R3 changes to R3 minus 3R1. Right? These two operations we will do. Once again, answer we have to prove it is a cube. That and seeing the answer sometimes it will be easy also. Let us see. Here I have taken R2 changes to R2 minus 2R1, R3 changes to R3 minus 3R1 to make these two elements 0. So corresponding changes will be there. This becomes 0, this becomes 0, 3a minus 2a, 3a minus 2a, a, this becomes 0, 2b minus 2b, right, 4a minus 2a, 2a, then 3b minus 2b, this is equal to b, 2c minus 2c, 0. So corresponding changes will be there, we will see what are the changes. It is a plus b, a plus b plus c, because first row not change, only second and third row. Now corresponding changes we made, it is a plus b, a plus b plus c. These two elements become 0. Right? Now once again you concentrate. Suppose you expand this, you will get the answer. Right? You can multiply because the first column A alone is there. In the second element and third element in the first column 0, 0. Use that column for expansion. But better we will do just one more operation we are going to do to get some more zeros. How to make that, you see? We are going to do the operation R3 changes to R3 minus 3R2. What it is, you see? R3 changes to R3 minus 3R2. That means my attempt is to make this one 0. Just like previous case, these two zeros, here 3a to 0. That is 3a should, R2 changes to R2 minus 3R2. This will become 0. The work will be easy. Let us see what will be the resulting determinant. It is a plus b plus c, 0a to a plus b, 0 0 b. That is all you can do. Now expand using the first column. What you are going to get? A into the resulting determinant, a into a square into a cube, minus the 0 only. Again these two are 0, nothing got to expand. Direct answer it is a into a square, which is equal to a cube. Direct answer a cube. Now let us go to the next one. Delta is equal to 1a square, 1b b square, 1c c square. If you keep it like, suppose the question is given, evaluate. It's not to prove that, evaluate. Then you will be getting a lot of method. You may be thinking, if you subtract, this one can be made 0, this one can be made 0, or this one can be made 0. A minus b, a square minus b square, there will be some common one. Or it can be b minus c, or it can be c minus a and all. Better if it is proved that you observe the answer. What you have to get? A minus b into b minus c into c minus a. There you have to concentrate. Right? So for getting a minus b, what operation we can do, you have to think. For getting a minus b, better you change r1 changes to r1 minus r2. Again for getting b minus c for getting, you change r2. R2 changes to R2 minus R3. Right? It won't affect our answer. Two operations at a time we perform. R1 changes to R1 minus R2. R2 changes to R2 minus R3. And taking that A minus B and outside, you will be getting A minus B into B minus C outside. So, I have written the step totally. It is 0, A minus B, A square minus B square. Here, second, 0, then it is B minus C, and B square minus C square. Here, A square minus B square is A plus B into A minus B. B square minus C square also A plus B plus C into B minus C. So, from the first row, you take A minus B outside, and from the second row, you take B minus C outside. So, that it is A minus B into B minus C into 0, 0, 1 first column, 1, 1 C, A plus B plus C. It is clear only. Right? The third row, we did not do any changes, so as it is. Now see, directly expand using the first column. Why we prefer the first column? Because here maximum zeros are there. So it is positive, negative, positive, that also you have to keep in mind. Here it is 1 into delete that column and row. This is the resulting one. B plus C minus A plus B. So this B and B cancels. Finally got B plus C minus A plus C, which is equal to C minus A. So this determinant, it is C minus A. Already A minus B, B minus C, we got the factor. So what is the final answer? A minus B into B minus C into C minus A. Question number 9. It is again 1, 1, 1, A, B, C, A cube, B cube, C cube. Now, if I don't just evaluate this, if it is shown, you may think in many ways. If suppose it is shown that answer will be there, so that you can see the answer and you can frame your operations, row operations or column operations. Now see that answer is A minus B into B minus C into C minus A into A plus B plus C. Definitely here also it is just symmetrical. No? A, B, C, A, Q, B, Q, some symmetry is there in the question. And be happy seeing this 1, 1, 1. Right? So that any 2, 1 we can make 0. Our work will be easy. For that, what operation? A minus B is a factor. So you can think about C1 changes to C1 minus C2. So that this will become 0, A minus B, every possibility is there for getting that answer. So let us see that way. So C1 changes to C1 minus C2. Again, C2 changes to C2 minus C3 by, you will get this one 1 minus 1 0, B minus C1 factor, BQ minus CQ, we know. It is B minus C into B square plus BC plus C square. It is an identity. AQ minus BQ is equal to A minus B into A square plus AB plus B square. Using that identity, we can take those common outside the factors outside. Let us see what will happen. It is already I told you this 1 becomes 0. So that 0 0 1 C1 and C2 has undergone the changes. C3 as it is 1cc cube. From the first column you can take a minus b as common. From the second column you can take b minus c as common. You see here we can use an identity a cube minus b cube is equal to a minus b into a square plus ab plus b square. The same thing b cube minus c cube also b minus c into b square plus bc plus c square. So taking those two things, those a minus b and b minus c outside, what is going to happen? You see, a minus b into b minus c. Then here the remaining one it is written here, that is the next factor, a square plus ab plus b square, and here for b cube minus c cube, b minus c outside into b square plus bc plus c square. The third column as 1c cube. Now here once again to simplify it, this one we can make 0. That is better, so that our calculation will be much more easy. So let us see that. For that what changes we have to make? C2 changes to C2 minus C1. So once C2 changes to C2 minus C1, already a minus b into b minus c factor outside, and the second column will be changed first and last column as it is, so that it is the first column it is 0 1 a square minus ab plus b square, and second column 0 0 comes 0 0 and the remaining, and third column as it is. Now expand using the first row. If you expand this determinant using the first row, 1 into, you can leave that column as well as row, so that it will be 1 into c square minus a square plus bc minus ba minus 0 into. So this is the only remaining one. Here you see one thing, c square minus a square, c minus a is a factor, c minus a into c plus a, and in the next case what happens? BC minus BA, you can take B outside, so that B into C minus A. So in both the terms, connecting C square minus A square, C minus A into C plus A, here B into C minus A, so that C minus A outside, the remaining will be C plus A plus B. So finally what we are getting? A minus B into B minus C into C minus A into A plus B plus C. That is the final answer. So, and you can think about any other method, no need of sticking upon this. This one, number C2 changes to C2 minus 1. You can select any other operations also. This is easy, I feel. The next one is question number 10, we will see. In that, suppose question is evaluate. You have to find out in what way, what operation can be done. If it is prove that, once again I say it is easy. Why? From prove that from the answer we will get some idea. Here 5x plus 4 into 4 minus s whole square we have to prove. We have to prove this determinant is equal to this. 5x plus 4 by seeing itself, it is so clear. You see, if you add column wise or row wise, you will be getting 5x plus 4. Suppose you change C1 changes to C1 plus C2 plus C3. Or R1 changes to R1 plus R2 plus R3. In both cases, you will be getting 5x plus 4 as a common factor. And no need to think about that operation first. You can get 4 minus x whole square also as a factor from the beginning itself. Changing R1 changes to R1 minus R2. You will be getting 4 minus x, x minus 2x is minus x, 4 minus x from here you will get again R2 changes to R2 minus R3, you will be getting 2 times 4 minus x factor. So this will be obtained first, and next while doing the operation we will get a 5x plus 4 second factor later. So anyway we have to start from one of the operation. In that case we will do either R1 or R2 changes. R1 changes to R1 plus R2 plus R3, but you will get 5x plus 4 is common. Once you change R1 plus R2 plus R3, R1 will be totally 5x plus 4, and if you take that 5x plus 4 outside, what will be the determinant? First row will be completely 1, 1, 1, and second and third row as it is, because R1 has undergone the change. Second and third row as it is, we got 5x plus 4 outside. Now what is our attempt? Any operation once again you can make this one 0, C1 changes to C1 minus C2, C2 changes to C2 minus anyone. So here I can apply either C2 changes to C2 minus C1, C3 changes to C3 minus C1. That operation while performing we will get 5x plus 4 into C2 and C3 has undergone the changes. So that 1 minus 1 become again 1 minus 1 0, x plus 4 minus x, 4 minus x. And 2x minus 2x once again 0, this will be the resulting matrix, resulting determinant. Now, if you expand using, now need to simplify once again, equal to 5x plus 4. If you expand using the first row, you will be getting 1 into 4 minus x into 4 minus x. That is 4 minus x whole square minus 0. So that here you are getting, this total determinant will be 4 minus x whole square, and this will be 5x plus 4. Thus we got 5x plus 4 into 4 minus x whole square. Now let us see the next one. Many ways you can think. Whether we have to subtract R1 changes to R1 minus R2 or C1 changes to C1 minus, many ways you can think. But I concentrate here, you see. Here 2b to 2c is there, minus negative b, negative c is there. So that, what you can, suppose you add R1 changes to R1 plus R2 plus R3. What you will be getting? A minus B minus C plus 2B plus 2C. That is, finally, negative B, negative C cancel with the 2B, so that it will be A plus B plus. Here also it will be 2A plus minus A 2 plus 2C minus C plus B plus C. So it is A plus B plus C. Here also you will be getting A plus B plus C. So R1 changes to R1 plus R2 plus R3. The first row totally will be A plus B plus C. So doing that operation, delta is equal to A plus B plus C in the first row totally and R2 and R3 as it is. Now we will take this A plus B plus C outside. So that what will happen? A plus B plus C outside taking, the resulting determinant will be 1, 1, 1, 2b, b minus c minus a, 2b as well. Now, again, you can do any operation as you like. You can concentrate for C2 changes to C2 minus C1 or C3 change and C3 changes to C3 minus C1. So that we will get these to 0. Some operation to make these two 1 to 0. So one such operation it is C2 changes to C2. As I told you, C2 changes to C2 minus C1, this will become 1, 0. C3 changes to C3 minus C1, this becomes 0. So that the calculation will be easy. Now let us see. Once again A plus B plus C outside it is there. So it is that second column and third column first and another become 0. So now using the first row you can expand. No need of doing again and again some operation and simplifying. Here itself you can stop and expand it. What will happen? A plus B plus C outside it is the 1 into, using the first row we expand 1 into, negative can be taken outside from both. So that this is negative into negative positive, so that A plus B plus C, A plus B plus C, so that A plus B plus C whole square, this becomes 0. So finally, this determinant will give you A plus B plus C whole square and outside A plus B plus C, so that A plus B plus C whole cube. That is the final answer. We have to prove it as A plus B plus C whole cube. Now let us see the question 12. Here it is given determinant 1x x square 1x x square 1. Many methods, either R1 changes to R1 plus R2 plus R3, common you will get, right? You will be getting something common if you add. See what we have to prove? We have to prove it is 1 minus x cube whole square. Now what I say, suppose 1 minus x cube whole square it is not given, there will be a tendency to add R1 changes to R1 plus R2 plus R3. then you will be getting the total R1 as 1 plus x square, and we can connect it with the 1 minus x cube also. 1 plus x square into 1 minus x is 1 cube minus x cube, that is 1 minus x cube. So here all C1 changes to C1 plus C2 plus C3. This example just I will do in a different way to prove something. If we don't select properly the method, certain operation, how lengthy it will be, and sometimes if the proper methodology, the proper idea, if it strikes, how easy it is. Right? This we will do in two different ways. Let us see. Now the first one, it is R1 changes to R1 plus R2 plus R3, as I told you. I don't explain much. Here R1 plus R2 plus R3, I told you 1 plus x square, it is common outside by taking first row become 1 1 1. So that next you can make this 1 1 1 0, let us see. Now we can see C2 changes to C2 minus C1, C3 changes to C3 minus C1. This way to make those 1 1 0. So what you will be getting? Already 1 plus x square is there outside. So the resulting determinant you see, determinant 1, second column first one becomes 0, third column also that 1 becomes 0. For that purpose only we have done the operation. Now either you can expand or again you can do some operation if you want. 1 plus x square already outside. Now see 1 minus x whole square, how it is obtained you see. From the second column, here 1 minus x square is there, that is 1 plus x into 1 minus x. Here x into negative x, if you take outside, there will be 1 minus x. So that from this you can take 1 minus x outside. Similarly, 1 minus x can be taken outside from third column also. So that 1 minus x whole square is there outside, 1 minus x whole square. Now the resulting determinant will be this one, that is 1 0 0 as it is, x square x as it is. Here 1 plus x remains. Here 1 minus x outside, x remains. Here negative x will be the remaining. Here 1 will be remaining. So once again I said, you can start expanding now directly using the first row. So that what will be 1 plus x square into 1 minus x whole square into 1 into 1 plus x into 1 plus x square minus x into x minus negative x into x, so that 1 plus x square. So totally this determinant will be 1 plus x square. Already 1 plus x square is there, so 1 plus x square whole square into 1 minus x whole square, and again taking that whole square part outside, you see 1 plus x square whole square into 1 minus x whole square. This whole square you can make it as 1 plus x square into 1 minus x whole square, which is equal to 1 minus x cube whole square. Clear? That is the identity. 1 plus x square into 1 minus x is 1 cube minus x cube. Many times we have used it. So final answer we got. Now many steps, we have gone through many steps, but method is correct, right? Only thing, the procedure is very lengthy to show. I will take you some other methodology, some other operation. Okay, let taking the same thing. It is 1 plus x square, x square 1, x square is the same question, 1 minus x cube whole square. Now, I'm concentrating for this. R1 changes to R1 minus XR2. R1 changes to R1 minus XR2. So what will happen? 1 minus x cube, x minus x 0, x square minus x square, XR2. So that 1 minus x cube, 0, 0. Right? With this simple operation, what you will be getting, you see? 1 minus x cube, 0, 0. Now, expand it, because already you got 2, 0. You expand using the first row. What will happen? 1 minus x cube into, delete that to column and row, row and column, 1 minus x cube. So ultimately what? 1 minus x cube into 1 minus x cube, which is 1 minus x cube whole square. You see the same problem with this proper selection R1 changes to R1 minus XR2. So it depends upon the method of selection, the operation you prefer, which operation you take first. Many times I'm telling many ways you can do, but certain cases will be very lengthy and proper method if you see. So in this expansion of determinant using property, selection is very important, identification of the problem is very important. Now in the next class we will solve some more problems. By the time you study all these things and correct some problems also, and you can share the doubts, and then some 2-3 applications are there for determinants, that is area of the triangle and inverse of a matrix, plus solving of system of equations using inverse of a matrix. So in the next class some more problems we can do. Now I will stop it here, right? Okay.